with The Legal Answer, which is a brand new segment that we'll have here on Studio 10 twice a month. It's brought to you by the Sinas law firm and personal injury attorneys, Stephen Sinas and Katie Tucker. And these questions will be coming from you, the viewers, and they'll provide all of those legal answers. So this afternoon, Studio 10 wants to welcome attorney Katie Tucker. Welcome to Studio 10, Katie.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you here as well, because we want to make sure we really have that transparency between attorneys and for people like us at home who have a lot of questions. So we want to kick off this segment by first getting to know you a little bit better. And Katie, you and your team at Sinas knows the Lansing community really, really well. You guys have been handling personal injury cases for more than 70 years.
Yes.
But personally, I want to know, what does personal injury law mean to you?
That's an excellent question. Personal injury law is an area of law where people who have been injured in a variety of incidents are compensated for their injuries. There are a variety of types of cases that fall within the gamut of personal injury law, ranging from car accidents to dog bites, sexual assaults, wrongful death claims. Our law firm handles all of those types of cases and more. Kind of view it as a battle between David and Goliath, with individual people who have been injured often going up against insurance companies or corporations, trying to get compensation that they need and deserve, and benefits that they need and deserve to help them restore their former life.
Yeah, and I like how you kind of talked about that David and Goliath and used that really great analogy. But this battle can be really intimidating for a lot of people. So Katie, I want to know what motivates you and what makes you want to do this every day?
That's a great question as well. I really became a lawyer because I wanted a career where I could help people, and what I find really gratifying, what attracted me to this area of law, is that I'm able to help people in times of greatest need and greatest vulnerability, when they've, oftentimes handling cases where someone's been catastrophically injured, facing, very high medical expenses, trying to figure out where are they going to get medical care from, who is going to help them get back on their feet, get back to some sort of sense of normalcy in the life that they enjoyed before. How are they going to get back to work? So being able to help people navigate those really challenging times is really rewarding, and that's really what I love about what I do.
I love that. And Katie, it's so great that we have somebody like you advocating for us, speaking for us when we don't have those words. And you just told us what personal injury law means to you, but a lot of us at home, I have to say, we have a different idea of that. And I'm sure you, for working in this community for as long as you have, there's a lot of myths and misconceptions that you've heard about this field before. Can you tell me what one of those are and kind of dispel that for us?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest misconceptions that I encounter when talking to clients or prospective clients is that the at-fault party is actually going to pay out of pocket for their injury. So if you pursue an action against a family member, or a friend, or an acquaintance, or a colleague who's injured you in some way, maybe you've been injured in a car accident or with a dog bite, oftentimes people are concerned that the individual who's at fault is actually going to have to pay out of pocket, and that can make someone reticent, wary to pursue an action, and make it really difficult when you have those relationships involved. The good news is that the reality is that most of those individuals are actually insured, and that their insurance carriers are the entities that are paying out for those claims. Another myth that I commonly encounter with clients or prospective clients is that it's too expensive to hire a lawyer, that people are reticent to pursue a legal action, wary of doing so because they're worried that they can't afford it. Fortunately, under our personal injury system in Michigan, most lawyers operate on a contingency fee basis. That is what our firm does, and actually that's a requirement under the law that all firms who provide the services that we do offer that contingency fee. So we do not recover anything unless the client recovers something, and there's no fee owed to us unless there's a recovery made by the client. The other reality is that most law firms in Michigan offer free consultations, and that's certainly something that our law firm does. And that's a way that you can connect with a lawyer, talk with a lawyer, to try to get some guidance about what actions you might pursue without actually having to incur significant expenses.
That's great, Katie, and we're so glad that you'll be able to dispel these myths and so much more for our viewers at home. But overall, what's the goal of The Legal Answer?
Yeah, it's a great question. The goal really is to kind of offer a free consultation of sorts to viewers across our county and beyond, to allow them to connect with lawyers. Steve, my partner Steve, and myself, and to ask questions that they want answered about various issues going on in their life that may touch upon various areas of law, but specifically we're looking to answer questions about matters pertaining to personal injury.
Of course. Well, that is awesome. We are so glad to have you. We're so glad to have this new segment. And if you're looking at your screen right now, we'll have all that information as to how you at home can get your questions answered. And we'll also post that online to our Facebook as well. But thank you so much for stopping by,
Thank you
Katie.
so much. I look forward to continuing to work with you.